Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this one, I want to talk about the employment rate situation that's currently going on in the United States. According to a new survey released by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York on Monday, more Americans are looking for jobs, and unemployment worries are at their highest level in a decade. According to the Fed, the average expected likelihood of becoming unemployed in the next 4 months reached 4.4% in July, the highest in the survey's 10-year history. This is compared to 3.9% a year ago. The expected likelihood of moving to a new employer also increased, rising to 11.6% last month from the 10.6% seen in July 2023. More respondents are also actively on the job hunt, with 28.4% saying they have been searching for a new job over the past 4 weeks, the highest level since March 2014, and an increase from 19.4% in July 2023. The survey, which also noted decreased satisfaction with wage compensation, non-wage benefits, and promotion opportunities at respondents' current jobs, comes as the Federal Reserve weighs recent labor market weakness, with the unemployment rate now at 4.3%. Investors will also be closely watching expected annual revisions from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which could knock up to 1 million jobs off previously reported job growth over the last year. Economists have warned any further deterioration of the labor market would likely have a negative spillover effect to markets and beyond. They commented that the problem is that we continue to see weakness in the labor market, and we think that that's going to ultimately be what's driving this market lower. We know that the US consumer is doing okay, but the US consumer is doing okay because they still have a job. The second that the employment market flips from one of surplus to one of deficit, which is something that we think we are rapidly nearing, then we think the US consumer, unfortunately, will falter as well. Recent data, however, has painted a more constructive picture of the economy. Consumer prices have continued to ease closer to the Fed's 2% inflation target. Positive retail sales data for the month of July show the consumer is still spending. Consumer confidence is rebounding, and recent filings for initial unemployment benefits have fallen more than expected. They said that a lot of the rules that some of the so-called forward-looking investors use aren't really going to work this time because the economy is in a very different place. Well, whether it's really in a different place or not, that's up for debate. I personally think it's not, because the US economy is currently in a gigantic bubble, and I don't think the recent consumer high-level spending is a good thing. But everyone has their own opinions, and I think history do repeat itself, and when inflation hits, we're gonna see consumer spending to decrease drastically and unemployment to rise rapidly. So this time will be no different. That is my opinion. So given those indications, which signal the US economy could be entering into a Goldilocks scenario where growth expands while inflation retreats. Well, so this is the best case scenario that the economists and US politicians are saying. Whether it's gonna happen, we don't know yet, and I personally don't think this is going to happen. I think growth is gonna decelerate, and consumer spending is gonna decrease, but we are gonna see what actually happens. Markets are currently pricing in a nearly 100% chance the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by the end of the September meeting. The odds of a 25 or 50 basis point rate cut are now split roughly 70 to 30. So there's a very high chance the Federal Reserve is gonna be cutting rates in September, and that expectation has already been priced into the market. We can see for the past few days, for the past and a few weeks, the stock market has been rising continuously, and whether that's gonna continue is nobody knows, but the rally is most likely gonna hit a pause until the Federal Reserve actually cuts the interest rate. So yeah, this is the latest on the U.S. employment data and the current situation regarding employment and unemployment. Overall, the market is still looking good, but it could turn the other side at any time. So I hope you enjoyed the information, and let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. With that being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.